Hello everyone and welcome into today's video where we are checking out Algorand again, and I will be showing you some very interesting partnerships and also some other news, and in the end we'll do just a quick check about the price chart, so definitely smash the like button for Algorand and let's go into the video. So starting things off, I managed to find this kind of old news now, however I think it's quite important because Algorand has partnered up with Balancer, and Balancer is actually expanding its operation on the Algorand blockchain, and actually the Balancer users will be able to create liquidity pools and trading pairs with any Algorand standard asset, and this Balancer's expansion on Algorand is expected in Q3 of 2021. And if you don't know anything about Balancer, it is currently the 5th largest decentralized exchange protocol by trading volumes. And if we jump on the Balancer side quickly now, we can see that the traded volume for the past 7 days is about $1 billion, which is really big amount. However, a little bit less than in the March period where it was $2 billion. However, I think this is a very important addition to Algorand, partnering with such a big name in the crypto space and the decentralized exchange space. So definitely a positive news for the Algorand token holders. And then we have another partnership with Algorand, which is Symmetria, and they are partnering up to launch the first digital securities exchange in Israel. And if you don't know, Symmetria is an Israeli digital securities exchange that should be soon launched with regulatory approval, and it will be building its next generation securities exchange on Algorand because they want to leverage all these advanced blockchain technologies of Algorand and disrupt the market infrastructures. And as we know, Algorand is very fast, scalable, and has a transaction finality, which is very important for decentralized finance. So that's another very positive news for Algorand. And then we have quite an interesting partnership in my opinion, and it's between the P network and Algorand, and they are partnering up to build new cross-chain connections. This is more of an expansion of Algorand this time because he is expanding with the P network, which is used for bridging across blockchains, and already there are more than 750 organizations leveraging the P network, so this would help Algorand to be more versatile. And this also means that Algorand will support top cryptocurrencies that are patched one-to-one to their underlying native versions and are transparently transferred from one blockchain to another. And down here we have the current P network supported cross-chain connections, which are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Litecoin, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, which we've talked about in one of the past videos, XDAI, EOS, Telos, and Ravecoin. And this very exciting new connection between Algorand and other networks should be available and live in the summer of 2021. And then here we have quite an intricate news because we have Realio and Valentis Digital closing round 2 of Liquid Mining Fund, which stands under the name LMX, which is the Liquid Mining Fund tokens, and this will provide digitized equity exposure to highly scalable liquid cooled Bitcoin mining. And you might ask, why is this important? Well, for one, the Bitcoin mining business is quite booming at the moment because the revenue skyrocketed to over 50 million per day in late March from about 20 million in mid-December last year. However, the real reason why this is very cool is because investing in this fund is coupled with the right to convert equity ownership in this fund into digital securities on the Algorand blockchain. So you can convert these investments in LMX into the Algorand blockchain, so the Algorand security assets, the Algorand standard assets, so ASA. So this looks very exciting for Algorand as well. And finally we have this new Tesla crypto edition, or we can say migration migration from Bitcoin, which should be happening in the next couple of weeks because Tesla will halt all Bitcoin's transactions because of the environmental concerns, and they are looking at more energy efficient cryptocurrencies. And if you have seen the last video about Algorand, which is in the top right hand corner by the way, you may remember that we've talked about how Algorand is very energy efficient cryptocurrency. So this might lead into the Tesla adding Algorand as their payment method for their cars and services, because Algorand is very efficient, has become fully carbon neutral on April 22nd, and also they partnered up with the Climate Trade, who enable companies to track their emissions, and they are actually not stopping with carbon neutrality, they are pushing towards the carbon negative network, which I think Elon would appreciate quite a lot. However, we have Dogecoin as well, and we know that Elon Musk loves Dogecoin, but I think he loves Algorand even more, but he doesn't know it just yet. And I actually think that you should go to Twitter and show Algorand to Elon Musk and tell him how great of a solution this would be for Tesla, how very efficient blockchain it is, and that it's fully carbon neutral at this point of time, and it's pushing towards the carbon negative network. In my opinion, Algorand is one of the best, if not the best, network for financial transactions on blockchain. However, it is lacking a bit on the exposure front. So if Tesla would start to use Algorand network, that would be a huge catalyst for Algorand. But as I said, you have to go to Twitter and tweet Elon Musk about Algorand, show him the benefits and why it's one of the best solutions. And rounding things up, we have one of the criticisms of Algorand being addressed right here, because we have Algorand transparency report from the end of April. So if you are interested, you can also check out the previous transparency reports here, and also they describe here the latest one, which consists of use of tokens, the incentives to contributors and application developers through token grants, etc. Then development of the financial ecosystem by encouraging growth and liquidity through the development of the financial ecosystem, also the token sales, and down here we have about the protocol development, where they state that Algorand will continue to support the core protocol at a minimum for at least the next 8 years, and they have received 330 million ALGOs, aka ALGO tokens, to fund these developments related to the layer 1 support over these 8 years. And they have also begun the decentralization of their 2 billion ALGO tokens received as a part of the founders reward. So this should calm down all the critics. And finally we have the price charts over here. However, these will be very quick, because since the last video there has not been that much development. We are still staying in this kind of a wedge over here, and the price is coming up towards this tip, after which it could very strongly burst up above this price channel, which goes a long way back to the summer of 2019. So that would be quite great. However, now there is still some way to go, but the price seems to be pushing higher and higher in this kind of a price channel over here. So this should push the price up from the larger price channel down here, and it could continue to go higher towards new all-time highs, because we are really approaching them around the $2 mark over here. So that would be the next target. And of course I will be updating you with the new development here on the price charts in the near future. So you should definitely consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to measure the like button to help my channel in the YouTube algorithm, because this is the end of the video, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers!